Lately, there have been so many stories going about online where you see a guy that sponsored a girl to school. So he picked her from the village or from his area, and then she didn't have anything. She was from a very underprivileged family. Then he sponsors her to school. She goes to secondary school, university, and she comes back and says that, you're no longer my class and I don't want you anymore. And most times there's someone in the picture. Ooh, that one really pains the guys. My response to that is, why are you surprised? Like, why are you shocked that she suddenly says she doesn't want you anymore? You see, the thing with life is people always evolve, yeah? So I'm not making an excuse for the girls, because don't promise anyone that you're going to marry them when you know you will not marry them, or when you think you may not. Don't even promise anybody marriage. You don't know what you're going to evolve to tomorrow or what your preferences would be. But that aside, when people go to school, they evolve. That's the same reason why most of the time, about 90% of the time, you're not going to find a Harvard graduate dating a bus conductor. It's not an issue of I'm above you, I'm better than you, this and that. No, we just do not resonate. Like, it's just not going to be on the same level. Like, the thought process is just not going to be the same. So if you send a girl to school, you're not evolving, you're the same, especially for men that didn't go to school themselves. Oof. That one is the worst one. You have to develop yourself in one way or the other so that she doesn't evolve above your thought process. Not that, I wouldn't say even above, but like different from your thought process, because now she has gone to school. School changes you, honestly. It does. You have to write these papers, you have to do research. Most of the courses in school, you have to do presentations. So you stand in front of a class and talk. That gives you exposure. Being in an academic setting, being among fellow academics, it makes you change, honestly. Like, you don't think the way you used to, and then your options are more open. So then you had just one guy that sponsors you, and you're in school, and suddenly there's so many rich students in your class. A lot of them drive Mercedes Benzes, like expensive cars. Some of them are from very rich homes. You've cleaned up, you're a fine girl, men are coming for you, lecturers, I don't know, so many other people like sugar daddies, whoever is coming for you. So she suddenly has this wide variety of options that she has to pick from. So it's no longer you in the basket. So I'm sorry, it's a natural human thing to do. Don't expect her to be the same person, because she's not going to be. If you want her to be the same person, why did you send her in school in the first place? It's not for her to improve. So of course she changes. Now that's number one. Number two is, do not underestimate the value that this girl brings in the relationship. So if you're sponsoring a girl in school, you're giving her money for food, for rent, all those kinds of things, for clothes, makeup, upkeep, skincare, all these shenanigans that women want to do. You're not doing it for charity. You're not doing it to any other person. Most of you are not even doing it for your sisters. You're doing it for her because she gives you a certain value. You were not doing it for her when you were just asking her out and she was probably telling you no, this and that. You were not doing it for her then. So that means she was not giving you that value then. So that means she's giving you some value now that you are exchanging with her for money. It's a value exchange. It's a value exchange because she brings a certain level of whatever it is that you place value on her. That's why you're doing those things for her, right? So why are you taking it personal that she suddenly doesn't need your own form of value anymore and she's getting it from somewhere? Let's be real. Like, you're not doing it for her because she's the only person that needs something. You probably know many people in your life that need sponsorship to go to school, but you don't do it for them because they're not dating you, right? So that means her dating you is value. So she can call it off at any time. Spending money on a girl is not buying her. It's not buying her faithfulness. It's not buying her loyalty for life. It's not. And for her to say she's grateful, and she may be grateful just because she's a human being, but it doesn't necessarily mean that like she really has to lay down her life for you, even if she doesn't want you anymore. And sometimes you may not even be treating her well. You think you just give her money and that's it. Like, you're not even like being there for her emotionally and all those kinds of stuff. So if she has someone that is, to her judgment, better for her, it may or may not be a mistake, but she has 100% right to leave you and go to that person. One point you might be missing is the fact that just because the girl is from the village, you think she's not smart. So sometimes you pick a girl from your area or from the village, and then she just sees that she really wants to go to school, she really wants this future for herself, and she sees you like the point of access to that because she knows you have the money, your flaunted money in front of her. She knows, and you've promised her that if you date me, I'm going to take you to school and we're going to end up marrying. She knows that if she doesn't date you, she may not get the dream that she wants for herself. So she just sees it like a sacrifice. Okay, this is what it is. Let me be real. I'm going to date this guy so that I'll get my education, so that I'll get my business, or whatever it is that she wants from you. So you've made it clear that without her dating you, you're not going to do these things for her. So she just sees it like a business, like a trade-off. Like, this is okay, this is clear. So that means I have to date him if I'm going to get this. So she does it. When the deal is off, when she has gotten what she wanted, she really doesn't have to sacrifice anything anymore. She has her certificate, it's her name on it. She has her business, it's her name in it. Everything. In fact, I know a story of one guy that dated a girl, and he built her, his brother got salon things for her, and they set up this beautiful salon for her. Her business was running and all that. Then later on, she found out that the guy was really cheating, and then she decided to break up with him. And he came and said that, you know, he wants to take back the salon. Him and his mother came and said that they want to take back the salon since it's his brother that bought it for her. Since she says she's not dating him anymore, she has to give it back. And her mother came through, and I'm so happy with the mother. She was like, okay, so how about the time you dated my daughter, and all the things she has given you before, all the solace, all the value that we don't see as money, but all the company, all these kind of, when I say company, you know what I mean. Was it like, so how does she get it back? Since you're, you know, taking back things that you gave her, okay, how does she get it back? Now, thank God that the situation did not escalate, and his brother from abroad actually called and said, I gave her these things because she's part of the family, and then if she decides to leave, I'm not going to take it back. So let her be. It's hers, it's not, you know, yours. So that was how that case ended. But I've heard several stories of people buying things for people, and then when they break up, they take it back. So that's another different story. All I'm trying to say is, people are wise, girls are wise. They know that if they don't give you what you want, you will not give her what she wants. So she gives you what you want, and she gets what she wants for as long as she can. As soon as she gets it, she doesn't have to put up with you anymore. And some of you are not even doing anything else. You're not developing, you're cheating, you're arrogant, you maybe even like beat her, all those kinds of things. So why do you think she will stay with you? You have to give her more reasons than money. I'm trying to protect you here. Don't be shocked. If you're doing something for someone, for a girl, let it be that you know that this girl has the right to leave at any time she wants. Do not feel like entitled to her dating you, or she dating you is a form of gratitude to you. Gratitude for what? Is it dash? You did not dash her. You give her because she was your girlfriend, and you did not give her when she was not your girlfriend. So be honest with yourself. Don't be asking for too much, okay? And don't be expecting too much, because that's how you guys end up heartbroken. If you're going to spend money on a girl, spend money that you can let go and know that this girl can leave at any time. And how much are you even spending? Let's say in the whole thing you spend 5 million. Do you know that there are men out there that are ready to spend more than that on her? You know, right? Now, I'm not for girls promising marriage when you know you're not going to marry someone, but it just is what it is. And I'm trying to protect you men. If you see it, like, I'm trying to look out for you guys so you don't end up shook.